Alright, today we're putting Lovable head-to-head with V0 to see which tool delivers the strongest results. I'm Logan AI, the digital avatar of Logan, who's busy over at Viber researching the best AI tools and resources to elevate your professional workflow. Okay, let's dive in. Both of these tools are going to use AI to design and code a website based on a prompt. So to compare these side by side, I'll start by giving both platforms the exact same prompt. Create a homepage, about page, and contact info page for my ice cream company, Musicals. I'll run it on Lovable first, then immediately on V0 so we can watch them work side by side. On the right-hand side, you'll see V0 processing the request. It shows us its thought process and begins writing code almost immediately. On the left, Lovable doesn't show the code by default. Instead, it spins up a live preview while outlining a plan that includes the feature set, layout, and design elements. Once that's in place, it moves into generating the code, but you need to click into the chat to see it. By contrast, V0 reveals the code automatically, which makes it feel a bit more developer-focused compared to Lovable's hidden code approach. Alright, both versions are done. On the left is Lovable's design, and on the right is what V0 produced. My first impression, V0's version looks simple and clean, and maybe a bit more refined, but also a little bare bones in its design. Honestly, it works just fine, but looking it over, it just feels more minimal. One thing worth noting, V0 wrapped up much faster, finishing maybe a full minute or two before Lovable. On the flip side, Lovable clearly spent that extra time enhancing the look and feel. For example, its design has stronger visual polish, a more thoughtful color scheme, and it included graphic elements without being prompted. And it maintains that color theme across all 3 pages we asked it to design, which looks great for a one-sentence prompt input. Of course, we didn't ask either one to build functionality, so neither version is wired up beyond navigation. But when it comes to a single prompt first-generation design, I'd say Lovable put together a more complete package, even if it took a bit longer. Now let's take things up a notch. I'll ask both tools to add more vibrant color and improve the UX UI. For V0, I'll send the prompt directly. For Lovable, the approach is slightly different. We'll use the chat mode and ask for the same upgrade. The difference here is interesting. V0 jumps straight into coding the new version, while Lovable's chat mode lets you co-plan before generating anything. On the left, you can see it scanning the existing app and suggesting changes, like enhancing the palette, improving layout hierarchy, and adding interactive elements or animations. You can see it looking at the code and thinking things through. It takes some time for it to go through all this work. Once the plan is complete, I'll go ahead and tell it to implement everything. Meanwhile, V0 is already generating. We don't have the option to approve any changes. It's just going to come up with its own plan. You can see it's creating the code, and the code count is climbing quickly, with tons of lines just for this round of improvements. Okay, both redesigns are ready. Starting with V0, the new version definitely looks more polished. There's a strong header, a little more color depth in the backgrounds, and even a CTA at the bottom of the homepage. There are still some quirks, though. We asked for vibrant colors, and that's not really what I'm seeing. On the About page, though, it's much stronger, with customer reviews and a CTA both at the top and bottom of the page. It's a nice improvement overall. Over on Lovable, the refinements are more subtle, but also feel more deliberate. The homepage spacing is cleaner, there's better use of these dynamic icons, and it's using gradients that give the design more depth. Clicking through the pages, we can see extra styling and a more polished look overall. I really like the contact form Lovable created that feels like it fits in with the overall design system. For a mock-up site that was given very little input, they are both really impressive. But after this second round, if I had to choose, I'd lean toward Lovable again. The design feels more cohesive and professional, and I like the structured application flow. There are some things, like the bouncing emojis next to fading emojis, that we could continue to refine, but it's nice at this stage to see multiple options. V0 is solid too, but the details feel a little rough, and I wish it had added gradients and icon imagery, like Lovable did. At the end of the day, both platforms can keep iterating endlessly until you get exactly what you want. Personally, though, I think Lovable edged out V0 in this test. If you found this comparison useful, check out the links in the description. You'll find direct access to both Lovable and V0. Don't forget to like this video, subscribe for more AI-related content like this, and leave a comment if there's a tool or topic you'd like us to cover next. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.